So if this is where Dracula used to live, why doesn't our dish include any garlic? Or steak? And welcome back to Cliffieland. This is week in country number 141 on our second attempt of cooking the food of every single country in the world. And tonight we're up to the nation of Romania. Romania, located at the crossroads of Central, Southern, and Eastern Europe, is bordered by the Black Sea, Bulgaria, Moldova, Serbia, Hungary, and Ukraine. And it is also the home of Vlad the Impaler, aka Count Dracula. And its cuisine is a wonderful combination of many of the dishes of many of the different peoples and empires that have come to call this area home over the vast millennia, including things like polenta from the Romans, moussaka from the Greek, meatballs and stuffed cabbage from the Turks, as well as goulash from the Hungarians, and pastries from the Hungarians, and schnitzel from the Austrians. The list goes on and on and on. Now this factored into some of the problems that we had deciding what to cook last time, so let's take a look and see how things went when we did this then. Well, 4 years ago on the Global Cooking Challenge, I was able to cook over 2 nights doing 4 dishes, and we're going to recreate one of those nights tonight. Now, the first night, the one that we're not doing tonight, we made meatballs, which were really delicious, and for the very first time, I managed to succeed making meatballs where I had failed so many times before. So that was good, and I served that with a polenta, which was really, really delicious, even if it wasn't very pretty. Now, unfortunately, we're not doing those 2 dishes because we don't have the time, but we are doing the 2 dishes that we cooked on the second night, which started out with a pork cordon bleu schnitzel, which came out really well, and that was served with a vegetable and mushroom rice pilaf, which was also super delicious. So those are the 2 dishes that we're doing, so now we need to see what goes into them. First, for our pilaf de Orez cu legume, or Romanian vegetable rice pilaf, we'll need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 finely chopped onion, 1 peeled and finely grated carrot, 4 ounces of finely chopped mushrooms, 1 cup of unrinsed rice, 2 cups of hot chicken or vegetable stock, 2 teaspoons of delicate or vegeta seasoning, 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, and salt and pepper to taste. And then for our cordon bleu schnitzel, or Romanian cordon bleu schnitzels, we'll need 1.5 pounds of boneless pork tenderloin, which will have the fat and silver skin removed, salt and pepper to taste, 8 slices of prosciutto or wafer-thin ham, 8 thin slices of Romanian cascaval or Bulgarian kashkaval cheese, or barring that, Swiss cheese, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 to 2 large eggs which will be beaten with 1 to 2 teaspoons of water, 2 cups of fine, dry breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of butter, plus oil for frying. That looks really good, and the bonus of all this is that unlike so many other nights, this cook is actually very short, so that's a plus. Let's get cooking! Cut the pork tenderloin into 8 equal slices. Pound each slice thinly between 2 pieces of plastic wrap. Lightly season both sides of each cutlet with salt and pepper. Then onto each cutlet, place a slice of prosciutto or ham, and then a slice of cheese, and roll as you would for a stuffed cabbage to enclose the filling. Repeat with the remaining pieces until you have 8 cutlets. Set up bowls with the flour, the breadcrumbs, and the egg water mixture. Then dredge each rolled cutlet into the flour, and then dip into the egg water mixture, and then into the breadcrumbs, coating all sides. Heat a large skillet, add the oil and butter, and then when sizzling but not browning, add the cutlets and cook for 10 to 12 minutes, turning to brown all sides. In a medium saucepan, melt the butter and add onion, carrot, and mushrooms. Cook until the onion is translucent, about 3 to 4 minutes. Then add the rice, toasting the grains until the tips turn white. Add the hot stock and add the delicate or vegeta seasoning and parsley. Stir once and bring it to a boil. Stir one more time, reduce the heat and cover, and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until the rice has absorbed the liquid. Plate 2 cutlets per serving. Plate servings of the rice. Wipe plates and serve. So how'd that all turn out? Well, it was really delicious. Let's start off with that rice pilaf. That was really very tasty. It was done very nicely, doing the rice starting out like a risotto style. And the vegetables and mushrooms gave it a level of savoriness, which I really enjoyed, along with the herbaceousness of the parsley. And then that vegeta seasoning mix really gave it that little bit of umami that it needed also. Now, I know that adding the vegeta is going to be sort of controversial in some quarters. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. Again, these aren't my recipes. Recipes are in the About section, not my creations. Still very, very tasty. Gonna give the rice pilaf from Romania 4 out of 5 globes. But now we go on to that schnitzel, the pork cordon bleu. It was really very delicious. Now, that being said, my wrapping skills are really, really bad. They've always been really bad. You can ask anyone who's ever received a present from me for proof. See, I didn't know how to pound the tenderloin into like a round shape. I got kind of a flat shape. So that made a problem. Still, it was really very tasty. Nothing really fell out of it. Someday I'll figure out how to get something fried that even golden brown you see in the pictures, but still, it was really, really good. I'm gonna give the pork cordon bleu schnitzel 4 out of 5 globes. Yay, thank you, Romania. So that does it for this little bit. Next week, we go to Europe and Asia at the same time to have the food of Russia. See you then. And remember, if you'd like to see our streams live when they happen, follow us on Periscope or Facebook Live. Like and subscribe to be advised when these videos are posted. If you have any thoughtful feelings or helpful suggestions about the food that we're cooking, sound off in the comments. Remember, links to the original recipes, remember these aren't my recipes, are found in the About section. And tune in next time. Thanks for watching and happy eating!